Hi, and welcome to the Friday edition of Atomic Fire Penguin. Now, I'm sorry, I keep turning my chair, and there's a mess behind me. The only reason there's a mess behind me is because I am working on some swatches for my color wheel for my color theory class, so if that's distracting, I'm sorry. So, tonight, where am I going? Let's see. There was a drink of my childhood. It was called Ecto Cooler. And I'm going to date myself here. This was around in the mid to late 80s. And it was like neon green. And it tasted, well, not exactly neon. It was more like muddy green, like sludgy color. Which isn't like very appealing. But, I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. And, I mean, it's no clearly Canadian. That's not here nor there either. But those were drinks of my childhood. So without further ado, credit where credit is due. I gotten some of this information from Mental Floss, and they got their information from Food Diggity. So here is a brief history on Ecto Cooler. Okay, this drink was around in 1986. When the real Ghostbusters cartoon was at its peak, I believe, and their High C wanted a tie-in with its popularity, and I mean, what company doesn't want that? I mean, so they decided to create this drink for, or create this drink for the show, and it was supposed to last until the show ended, but it lasted a decade afterwards due to some pretty shady and lazy marketing gimmicks. And there was a conspiracy surrounding this. So there was this drink before then called Citrus Cooler. And apparently pictures of it actually existing, you know, are hard to find, but apparently it did exist. I don't remember Citrus Cooler itself, but I do remember Ecto Cooler. So, they decided, the people, I see, the people that were, pitching this, decided to slap Slimer on the packaging and replace the word citrus with the word ecto, and, Ecto Cooler was born. And so, about a decade later, after all this happened, they decided to say, bye Slimer, you're gone. And apparently, along with that, Ecto Cooler, right? Well, the name was gone, but the drink, even though High C wanted to deny that Screamin' Tangergreen was the same thing as Ecto Cooler was not gone. It just showed up as Shoutin' Orange Tangergreen. And I knew it was the same drink because when it's like, oh, well, Ecto Cooler's gone, that's not cool. Sorry. When I tasted Shoutin' Orange Tangergreen, I'm like, this is the exact same drink. It tastes the same. So cool, it's Ecto Cooler. Just completely different name. So, good job trying that, High C. Didn't work. It was the same drink, whether you want to deny it or not. So, then after that, they decided to rename it again to, something else. And guess what they renamed it to? And it was the exact same drink. Same color, same everything. They renamed it Crazy Citrus Cooler. And, so, yeah, that was the same drink too. Heisey, you want to deny that? I didn't think so. But then after they renamed it Crazy Citrus Cooler, it was finally discontinued a year later. So it still existed. They just changed the name. It's like you can't, fool people. If it tastes the same, if it looks the same, I can pretty much, and if it's from the same company, it's probably the same drink. So, I mean, really, Heisey? How are you gonna, like, deny that shit? How are you gonna deny that, huh? So, I mean, well, it may be gone now. Apparently, it'll pop up on, like, sites like eBay. And, because last year, a 46-ounce, like, can sold on eBay for $2,000. So that's, like, pretty crazy. It's not, like, $2,000 good. So, I mean, and it's probably, like, extremely old, so I won't be drinking that anyway. I mean, maybe it's a nostalgia thing. Who knows? I mean, even if it were a nostalgia thing, I wouldn't pay $2,000 plus shipping. Probably don't count shipping in that for a drink from the 80s. Not gonna happen. So to finish this off, there is a DIY recipe, which I will also link in the description, for for a version of Ecto Cooler that the Ghostbusters Chicago division came up with, and it's probably not the exact same thing, but I mean, it's as close as you're gonna get. So if you want to try this stuff, go ahead. Like I said, I'll put the recipe in the description, or the link to the recipe in the description. So, yeah, that's all about Ecto Cooler. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad either. There are worse drinks out there. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Don't forget that. Have a good one. Have a good night. Have a good day. Whatever time it is for you. Peace out.